We're here live to tape with some FG assistant action here from the NWC universe. We're going to do the Japanese Wrestling Union's Grand Finale show. This is the end of their uh, Grand League tournament. The tournament has already been decided. The winner was the Sheik. And then this is the final show of that tour, which usually involves Ricky Dozan challenging either the winner of the tournament, or in this case, he's challenging Fred Blassie, who is the NWC World Heavyweights Champion. Um, and so that will be our main event for the evening. Um, and there are 4 other matches on the card. This is taking place on August 27th of the year 11 in the NWC universe. Bell time is 7:20 p.m. So let's get to it and get to the action. And our full card is going to see in the opening match, we've got Al Lolatai taking on Masahiko Kimura. Then we've got the Rising Sons of Mitsu Arakawa and Kinji Shibuya taking on Billy Riley and Billy Wicks, a pair of catch wrestling legends there. And then we've got a Pan-Pacific Tag Team title match with Pampiro Firpo and the Sheik. These guys took part in the Grand League tournament. The Sheik was the overall winner. Firpo, I believe, finished third. And they are going to be taking on the Pan-Pacific Tag Team Champions of Kokichi Endo and Toshio Yamaguchi. In our semi-main event, we've got Harold Sakata taking on an enemy of Japan in Ad Santel. Santel was renowned for basically beating Japan's judokas and issuing challenges to the whatever the regulatory body of judo in Japan was, and basically it got so bad because Santel was beating them that the regulating body forbade its members from facing Santel, and a couple of people actually broke um, that decree, and I believe Santel beat them, or beat most of them. I think he did eventually lose to somebody, but he did a pretty good job of embarrassing Japan's judo community in wrestling matches. And then in our main event, we've got Freddie Blassie versus Ricky Dozan. Blassie is our NWC World's Heavyweight Champion, and he is taking on Ricky Dozan, who is the Pan-Pacific Heavyweight Champion. Ricky Dozan's Pan-Pacific title will not be on the line in this event. So really, he's got nothing to lose and everything to gain as he challenges Freddie Blassie. This event is taking place at Korakuen Stadium in Tokyo, Japan. Uh, in attendance is 40,745 people, and that is out of a possible 42,337 tickets, so almost a full sellout, only 2,000 short. Pretty impressive. And let's get down to ringside for some action. Again, Al Lolatai versus Masahiko Kimura in the first match. And in the red corner of this match, weighing in at 187 pounds and standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, he hails from Hiroshima, Japan. This is Masahiko Kimura. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 225 pounds and standing 6 feet tall, from Leh, Hawaii, this is Al Lolatai. And Lolatai and Kimura lock up in the middle of the ring here. And Kimura gets the better of the lockup, applies an arm wringer on Lolatai, and Lolatai able to counter and send Kimura into the turnbuckle. And Masahiko Kimura is whipped into the turnbuckle and stumbles out of the corner and right into Lolatai's next move, Lolatai hits him with a jumping chop to the back of the neck as he stumbles out of the corner. And that is a choice C, so let's see. He's going to go for the power, which will work on an 8 or less. And on a 10, Kimura able to counter the jumping chop to the neck. And Kimura in control here, monkey flipping Lolatai. Lolatai's hurt there. Oh, that was a mistaken click. And Lolatai's hurt, and Kimura unleashes a heavy chop of his own. Lolatai reeling as Kimura throws another chop. Lolatai's hurt here. I keep doing that. I keep clicking the wrong thing. And Lolatai's hurt. Kimura now sending Lolatai into the turnbuckle. And Lolatai able to counter, and he whips Kimura into the turnbuckle. Kimura slams off the buckle and is met with Lolatai's next move here. Lolatai try to roll him up with a big crucifix pin here. And he can't keep his shoulders down. Kimura able to kick out. Not going to leave the ring, though. Kimura definitely not playing the cowardly heel this time. And Lolatai now with a flying side mare. That's a choice H. So turnbuckle or death jump. Might go for the death jump. I think that's what's going to happen. Lolatai up to the top rope. And Lolatai comes flying off with a big overhead chop on Masahiko Kimura. And Lolatai is in control here. Another death jump as he goes up after the flying side mare. And once again, Lolatai off the top rope. And he comes clubbing down with an overhead chop on the head of Kimura as he stands back up. And now Lolatai flying toe hold. And Kimura is hurt. Now Lolatai in control here. Tries another crucifix pin. Can't keep the shoulders down, but is able to keep control. Another big flying toe hold, and Kimura's hurt. As they get back to their feet, Lolatai throws him to the ground with a hip toss. Masahiko Kimura pops back up first, takes control, Seonage, and this is an agility move, and they are even in agility, so that will work. And Lolatai able to counter the Seonage, and Lolatai hits him with a big hip toss. That puts Kimura down. Kimura in trouble here as Lolatai with a head and shoulder scissors on Masahiko Kimura. Kimura's hurt here as Lolatai continues his attack. Lets go of the head and shoulder scissors, stands back up, and he hip tosses Kimura to the ground as they stand. And Kimura's down here. Head and shoulder scissors applied again. Kimura's down. This time he is going to roll out of the ring as he grabs the ropes. And he rolls out to take a breather. Lolatai tries to follow him out of the ring, but the referee is not allowing it. And Lolatai tied up with the referee. Kimura slides back in the ring and launches an attack. And Kimura now with a big kick to the leg on Al Lolatai. And Kimura, let's see, level 2 or level 3. Gonna be a level 2 because at -2 agility, definitely not gonna do Kimura any favors there. So 7 or less, he gets it. So that kick to the leg connects and dazes Al Lolatai. Now a big knee to the midsection by Masahiko Kimura. This is a power move, and Lolatai has the power, so he's able to absorb that blow and take control here. Hip tossing Kimura to the ground. Kimura's down. And now a seated reverse wrist lock on Masahiko Kimura by Al Lolatai. Kimura in trouble, got nowhere to go as he really wrenches that wrist lock. Target here is 3, roll is a 7, so Kimura able to break free. And now a flying side mare by Lolatai. And he is going to go for the death jump as he climbs to the top. And once again comes flying off the top rope, this time with a big drop kick on Masahiko Kimura. Kimura's in trouble here. And Lolatai hits more flying drop kicks on Masahiko Kimura +2 finisher. So the target here is going to be 6, and the roll is a 6. So Al Lolatai is able to defeat Masahiko Kimura. And there we go, Lolatai. This is not for a vacant title. And this is flying drop kicks. And that was a 1-star match. 16 minutes sounds about right there. And here we go. And in our second match, we've got the Rising Suns taking on Billy Riley and Billy Wicks in tag team action. In the red corner, at a total combined weight of 355 pounds, here is Billy Riley and Billy Wicks. And in the blue corner, at a total combined weight of 491 pounds, from Japan, here is Mitsu Arakawa and Kinji Shibuya, the Rising Suns. And I think that I am going to have Shibuya take on, we're going to start with Billy Wicks. And Wicks and Riley do not have any pin saves or double team attempts, as they are just a throw together team. So they will not get any. However, Shibuya and Arakawa have been teaming a bit recently, so they will have the pin saves and double team attempts. And let's roll as the two men lock up. And it is Kenji Shibuya who takes control of this match. And Shibuya with a side headlock takeover on Billy Wicks. Wicks is hurt here as Shibuya follows up by pushing Wicks into the ropes. And the opponent forces you into the ropes and rocks you with several hard shots to your exposed chest. And Wicks is in trouble now as Shibuya continues his attack with another big chop to the chest, really trying to pound on Billy Wicks. Wicks is hurt. Shibuya with a kneeling toe hold. And Wicks able to break free. And as they get up, Shibuya hits a big headbutt. Oop, that's the wrong thing. He's rolling on level 3. And Wicks is down. Wicks not going to leave the ring. And maybe he should have. Shibuya hits him with a vicious throat chop. That's a +1 finisher. So the target is going to be 4 here. The roll is a 5, so Wicks barely able to kick out. But he is able to kick out. Shibuya goes for the tag to Mitsu Arakawa. Arakawa comes in and applies the double hammerlock on Billy Wicks. Wicks able to counter that double hammerlock and push Arakawa into the ropes. And he's able to pull Wicks off balance. And he is in control now. Mitsu Arakawa, judo chop to the throat. They are just trying to pummel Billy Wicks here. Wicks is down. Arakawa's going for the pin. Target is 4. Roll is a 7. Wicks desperately needs that tag. And now Mitsu Arakawa, a standing high knee lock on Billy Wicks. And Wicks is down. Mitsu Arakawa throws him out of the ring. And your opponent puts you down with a move near the ropes like a body slam. And you roll out of the ring. The opponent tries to follow you out, but the referee not allowing it, so the referee getting in the way of Mitsu Arakawa. Wicks able to get back in the ring. And as the match is slowed down and Arakawa is tied up with the referee, Wicks able to launch an attack, grabs Mitsu Arakawa and throws him to the mat with the waistlock suplex. And goes for the cover. Target is 3 here. Roll is a 7. And Billy Wicks making the tag to Billy Riley. And Riley comes in. Not going to throw Arakawa out of the ring. Instead, going to grab him in a headlock and leg sweep him to the ground. And Arakawa's hurt. Billy Riley grabs him with a headlock as Arakawa stands back up and leg sweeps him again. Arakawa once again hurt. He's going to go for that tag. 6 or less. Doesn't make it. So Billy Riley on the attack. And Riley goes into the turnbuckle. Or throws Arakawa into the turnbuckle. And he's whipped into the turnbuckle. Arakawa hits it hard, stumbles back out, and Billy Riley is quick to push him to or throw him into the other side. And once again, opponent pushes him back into the turnbuckle. As the referee separates him, your opponent turns and walks back to the middle of the ring, and you charge in, delivering a devastating high knee. So Arakawa on the attack here, big high knee to the back of Billy Riley, and he's on the attack. Mitsu Arakawa scoops him up with a big body slam, and he's going to roll on power here at 8 or less. And on a roll at 10, Riley able to slip out the back of that body slam, and Riley is on the attack. Riley pushes him back into the ropes, and the opponent forces you to the ropes and rocks you with several hard shots to your exposed chest. And so the opponent is on the attack. That's Billy Riley after those shots to the chest, now sending him into the turnbuckle. And once again, Arakawa tries for the running attack as the referee separates him, but Riley is ready for it this time. And Riley drop toe hold and takes control of the match. And Riley on the attack here. Riley grounded arm trap and stretch on Mitsu Arakawa. Arakawa's hurt here as Billy Riley. Not going to back him into the ropes this time. Instead going to hip toss him. And Arakawa's hurt. And sends him into the turnbuckle. But Arakawa turns the whip around and whips Riley into the buckle. Riley hits hard. Arakawa follows in. Judo chop to the throat on Billy Riley. Riley is down. Arakawa makes a tag to Kinji Shibuya. Shibuya comes in. And with a folded knuckle strike on Billy Riley. Riley's hurt there. Riley going for that tag. And Riley can't make it. He would have needed a 7 or less. Or, a 5 or less to make it, since they are not normal tag teams. And that is Kinji Shibuya on the attack. And now a chop to the chest. And Riley able to counter it. Riley grabs the arm and applies a hammerlock. Trying for that tag on is Kinji Shibuya, and Shibuya makes it. Mitsu Arakawa comes back in and rakes the face of Billy Riley to take control of the match. Riley's dazed here as Arakawa now hits him with a double chop to the neck, and this is a power move, and that will work. So Billy Riley in trouble here. Into the turnbuckle goes Riley, and Riley stumbles out, and Mitsu Arakawa connects with a big vertical chop to the crown, and Riley in trouble. Riley's hurt here, and a big hip toss by Kinji Shibuya. And Shibuya needs a 7 or less to get at the hip toss over, and Riley able to block it. And Riley throws him down and applies a single leg crab hold on on Mitsu Arakawa. And Arakawa's hurt, and Billy Riley throws him down with a big hip toss. And Arakawa able to counter, gets back up, backs Riley into the buckle. And Riley reverses it. And now Arakawa tries to reverse it. You can only do one reversal in a row, though. So Mitsu Arakawa is backed into the turnbuckle by Billy Riley. You both bought jockey for position. The wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating gets the upper hand. They are tied. In the case of a tie, you roll on level 3 defense. So Mitsu Arakawa loses the battle in the turnbuckle. Riley pummels him down. Arakawa in trouble. He is down. He's going to try for that tag, and he actually makes it. So Kinji Shibuya comes in as he leaps for the tag. Shibuya, side headlock takeover on Billy Riley. Riley's dazed, and he's got another side headlock takeover, but Riley able to counter. Riley counters with the hip toss. That puts Shibuya down. Billy Riley in trouble here, or in control here. Shibuya in trouble. Underhook suplex by Billy Riley. That puts Shibuya down. And Riley going for the tag on to Billy Wicks. Wicks now hits a waistlock suplex on Kinji Shibuya. Shibuya's hurt here is Billy Wicks now. Hammerlock and leg trip. This is a power move, and he just does not have the power to get that off on Kinji Shibuya. So Shibuya in control now. Nerve pinch on Billy Wicks. Wicks able to counter, and Wicks now backs Shibuya into the ropes. And Shibuya spins it around, and now Shibuya has the choice to roll on the ropes or on level 2 offense. And I think he's going to roll on level 2 offense here. Rolling hip throw by Kinji Shibuya, and that's an agility move, and Wicks has the agility, so Wicks going to take control there. Wicks not going to back him into the ropes this time. Instead, he's going to roll up. Fireman's carry by Billy Wicks. Kinji Shibuya able to counter that. Chop to the chest on Billy Wicks. Wicks able to counter that. And here's a headlock throw by Billy Wicks. Let's see, level 3 on agility, so 7 plus or minus 0 is 7. So he needs a 7 or less, and on an 8 he just can't get him over. And Kinji Shibuya with a nerve pinch. And Wicks is dazed here. Kinji Shibuya, big back body drop, choice E. Gonna go for the power here. And that's going to work on a 10 or less. And on a roll of 6, he's got that big back body drop. Up and over on Billy Riley. Riley is in trouble. Oop. Riley rolling on level 3 defense. And Wicks is down. Sorry, it's not Billy Riley, it's Billy Wicks. So Wicks is down. Here is Kinji Shibuya. Throws Wicks out of the ring. And Wicks is and they are fighting for control near the ropes. And Kinji Shibuya folds the knuckles and strikes him in the throat. And Wicks grabs him. Both wrestlers go tumbling to the arena floor. The wrestler with the better ring rating, that's going to be Kinji Shibuya. And now Shibuya able to throw Wicks back in the ring. They are on level 2 offense here. Big headbutt by Shibuya. Wicks is hurt. Now, back in the ring. Here's a kneeling toe hold on Billy Wicks by Kinji Shibuya. Wicks is down. Shibuya's gonna make the tag into Mitsu Irakawa, who comes in and applies a double hammerlock. Billy Wicks able to counter. Wicks gets the hammerlock and tries a leg trip, but that is not gonna work. Shibuya now with a flying mare. Got Wicks down. Wicks needs a 5 or less to tag. He can't get it. So Mitsu Arakawa stops him from tagging and grabs him and then chokes him over the top rope. Billy Wicks in trouble now. He's down. He's not going to leave the ring. Kinji Shibuya is going to try to toss him out of the ring. And now Shibuya scoops him up with a body slam, slams him down. Wicks rolls out of the ring to try to take a breather. The opponent tries to follow you out. And Wicks is on the attack here as Shibuya tied up with the referee. And now Billy Wicks locks on that abdominal stretch. And that catches Shibuya. Nowhere to go. Can't reach the ropes. Target is 4. Roll is a 7. Billy Wicks has Kinji Shibuya in a compromised position. And now Billy Wicks tags to Billy Riley. Riley comes in, underhook suplex on Shibuya, or on Arakawa, and Arakawa's hurt. And now Riley, single leg crab. Arakawa's hurt again. And Riley locks on an inside toe hold. Really wrenching it. Arakawa not going to give up. And he's still wrenching that toe hold. Arakawa finally breaks free. And Billy Riley transitions to a body scissors and double wrist lock on Mitsu Arakawa. This is a +3 finishing hold. So the target is going to be 8, and the roll is a 3. So Billy Riley and Billy Wicks have won the match and the tag team titles. So the Pan-Pacific tag team titles change hands, and Billy Riley and Billy Wicks become the new champions. So here we go, Rising Suns, and that was Billy Riley, beating Mitsu Arakawa with a body scissors and double wrist lock. Let's see, that's 5. So that would be... So the way that I've been doing these now, I stopped just adding them up and dividing by 4. I'll average them. So that's 3 divided by 2. So that's 1.5 and 1. And then so that's what, 2.5. And then I'll just divide that by 2. That's 1.25. So there we go, 1.25 stars. I think that's a better way of doing it than adding up and then dividing by 4. Just averaging seems more... I seem to get better, like a better score or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I don't, but it seems like that to me. So that's what I've been doing lately. And then let me add this in here, since the title does... I don't have an image for it, so the title doesn't technically exist, but it does in the sense that I'm keeping track of it. So Billy Riley and Billy Wicks win the Pan Pacific Tag Team titles. There we go. And we hit OK. So there we go. Oh, that wasn't the tag title match, so I'll have to edit that out. My silly ass thought that was the tag team title match, but it was not. This is the tag team title match. So here we go. We're going to run the match. So ignore everything I said about the tag team titles in the last match. That was not the title match. This is the title match. This is the problem with live to tape, is that when I screw up, it just goes live. I'm not editing these videos. I just don't. I mean, totally out of character, or however you want to put it. I just don't do editing software. I don't have a good video editing thing, and I'm just not going to bother with it. But if I try to stream these, I will never do it. So I'm just recording as I run them, on my own time. So that's why I've stopped doing live streams and started doing the recorded live to tape, I guess I'm calling it. Anyway, here are the tag team champions, the Pan-Pacific tag team champions to be specific. Kokichi Endo and Toshio Yamaguchi, and they weigh at a total combined weight of 477 pounds. And their opponents in the blue corner at a total combined weight of 503 pounds is the Sheik and Pampiro Firpo. And the two lock up now, and it's the Sheik and Kokichi Endo. And the Sheik has won the Sheik has won the initiative roll, so that means we roll on the Sheik's pre-match attack chart. So let's do that. And the Sheik causes a commotion in the arena, wandering madly through the crowd and around the ringside area. The Sheik finally enters the ring, and the referee starts the match. Play normally. So there we go, the Sheik in control here. And the Sheik starts us off with a big face rake after wandering through the crowd. Endo is hurt. And the Sheik on the attack, forehead bite on Kokichi Endo. Endo can't push him off in time. The Sheik then transitions into a chokehold, and Kokichi Endo is hurt still. Now the Sheik drops the elbow on the down to Kokichi Endo. The Sheik has him where he wants him, and the Sheik not going to put him into the ropes, going to roll up, and the Sheik chops him in the chest. And Kokichi Endo, able to counter that, trips the Sheik down and applies a step-over toe hold on the Sheik. Kokichi Endo is kicked off immediately by the Sheik, and then the Sheik going to back him into the ropes here. That's the ring, not ropes. So the Sheik backs him into the ropes. The opponent forces you back into the ropes, and the Sheik delivers several hard shots to Kokichi Endo's exposed chest. And the Sheik is on the attack. The Sheik now biting the forehead of Kokichi Endo. Endo's dazed. The Sheik tags in Pampiro Firpo. Firpo comes in and tries to throw Endo using his hair. And that is a choice A. So that is either into the ropes or a level 2 move, 6 or less. So that's what he's going to try for, and he gets it. So Firpo grabs Endo by the hair and flings him out. Endo stands back up. He is very mad. Endo charges back in on Firpo and throws Firpo to the ground with an arm drag. Firpo's dazed here as Kokichi Endo throws him with a hip toss. That will work. So Pampiro Firpo. And Firpo gets back up like nothing happened and charges in big knee lift on Kokichi Endo. That's going to plant Endo onto the mat. And Kokichi Endo is rolling his pin. Target is going to be a 3. Roll is a 4, so almost pinned, but Endo able to kick out. Firpo tags back into the Sheik. The Sheik throwing Endo out of the ring. And both you and your opponent go tumbling from the ring as they brawl near the ropes. The wrestler with the better ring rating, that is going to be the Sheik. And the Sheik is on the attack as the Sheik throws Endo back in and then bites the forehead from the apron. Endo falls down. The Sheik gets back in. Endo in trouble. Endo's hurt. Can he make that tag? And yes, Kokichi Endo is able to make the tag. I need to add the... These guys don't, but Yamaguchi and Endo do actually get the red corners here. And this is going to be pin saves. And they get 2. And let's add one more here. Add red corner. And this is going to be double team, even though I almost never use them. They have 3. So there we go. And let's start the timer again. And there we go. So they do manage to tag in. And Toshio Yamaguchi comes in. And a Seonagi on the Sheik. That is a power move. They are even on power, so that will work. And now the Sheik is dazed. Toshio Yamaguchi now throws him down with a hip sweep. And the Sheik able to counter. The Sheik hip sweeps him on his own and then drops the knee on Toshio Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi's down. The Sheik now tossing Yamaguchi from the ring, or knocking him out of the ring as they brawl near the ropes. And the wrestler with the better ring rating, once again, that is the Sheik. He's winning that brawl, tossing Yamaguchi back into the ring. Gets back in himself and then drops the knee on Toshio Yamaguchi. And Yamaguchi is still down. And the Sheik applies a sleeper hold as Yamaguchi stands back up. Yamaguchi able to fight his way out, elbowing the gut. And the Sheik now stabbing Toshio Yamaguchi with the foreign object. And one thing that I have neglected to set is this is a Japanese rules match. So we're going to show the match rules here so I could read them to you. So Japan has stricter out of the ring. Let's pause this while I do this. Japan has stricter countouts out of the ring, but didn't regulate what happened outside the ring nearly as much. To simulate this, make the following adjustments. When making countout rolls, use the higher of either the wrestler's basic pin value or the wrestler's advanced pin value with fatigue. Do not roll for DQ when instructed. To go for events that happen outside of the ring. Instead, assume the referee is busy counting the wrestlers out. So there's no DQs outside of the ring, essentially. Japan also implements a 5 count for nearly all illegal events inside the ring unless the wrestlers abuse them too frequently. To simulate this, make the following adjustments. Subtract 2 from the base DQ roll for any illegal event that happens inside the ring. Every time a wrestler is not disqualified, add 1 to that wrestler's DQ tolerance. To find the new DQ target, add the new base DQ and the DQ tolerance. If the roll is under this new number, the wrestler is disqualified. The exception to this rule is the fireball. If the referee is not incapacitated or distracted in some way, this move always leads to an instant disqualification. You can add other instant disqualification instructions as you see fit to meet your promotion's needs. So he is going to get, his disqualification is a 5 plus 2, so that's going to be 7. And I am going to add the DQ tolerance to the Sheik. And he is at 0 now. But he's going to add 1 here because he's going to roll for DQ. I'm not going to count that 1. I'm just adding it now while I'm thinking about it. And here we go. So back to the thing. So the target here is a 7. And the roll is a 5. So, or no, wait a second here. Subtract 2 from the roll. So that's a 3. So target was a 5, roll is a 3. So he is not disqualified. So we're going to add 1 to Toshio Yamaguchi. And the Sheik is on the attack here. Yamaguchi is being covered by the Sheik. Target is going to be 4. Roll is a 7. So Yamaguchi able to kick out. And the Sheik with a sleeper hold here. Yamaguchi is hurt. And now the Sheik with a chokehold. And he's going for the pin again. Target is 5. Roll is a 7. The Sheik really a dominant force here in the Japanese Wrestling Union this year. And now he's choking him in the corner. This is a choice H maneuver. Sheik not going to the top. The Sheik will try for the level 3 move. So this is going to be 7 or less. And on a roll of 6, the Sheik gets it. The Sheik choking him in the corner has Yamaguchi hurt. The Sheik on the attack now. Forehead bite. Yamaguchi able to counter. And here's a Seonage, and this is a power move that will work as they are even. And the Sheik able to counter again. The Sheik drops him and then drops a knee onto Toshio Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi's hurt here. And the Sheik drops an elbow. Yamaguchi rolls out of the way. Attempts a hip sweep on the Sheik. The Sheik pops back up, but Yamaguchi's quick. Grabs an arm wringer and throws the Sheik to the mat. The mat is not able to hold the Sheik. That was an awkward sentence. And the Sheik pops back up and rakes the face of Toshio Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi is dazed and trying for the tag. He can't get it. Here is Pampiro Firpo coming in. And Firpo rakes the nails across the back of Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi's hurt here. And now Firpo with a big knee lift on Toshio Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi is just staggering around the ring. And Firpo follows in with some forearm hammers to the back. Forearm hammers daze Yamaguchi. And Firpo grabs him and throws him to the mat using his hair. I guess Firpo gonna try to push him into the ropes here. And Yamaguchi hits the ropes and tries to shoulder tackle Pampiro Firpo. Firpo, he just drops down and clips Yamaguchi's knees. And Yamaguchi goes tumbling to the mat, and Firpo in control here, rolling on level 3 offense. Firpo now grabs a bear hug on Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi's hurt. Firpo now crushing him with a headbutt. Yamaguchi's hurt again, trying for that tag, and he's able to get it. And Kokichi Endo comes in, and Endo strikes strikes Firpo with his palm. Firpo able to just absorb that and shake it off. Firpo now grabbing him and wild choke here by Pampiro Firpo. That is going to work on Kokichi Endo. Endo in trouble here, but he's able to pry the hands off of his throat and hit a knee lift of his own. But Pampiro Firpo just too strong. That knee lift doesn't seem to have any effect on Firpo. And Firpo shows him how it's done with a big knee lift of his own. And here we go. Pampiro Firpo has Endo down, and Firpo throws Endo out of the ring. And Firpo scoops him up, slams him down near the ropes, and Kokichi Endo rolls out of the ring to take a breather. The referee steps in, keeps Firpo from following him out. Endo able to get back in between the two. And a step over toe hold by Endo. And Pampiro Firpo is hurt. And Firpo back into the turnbuckle by Kokichi Endo. They both jockey for position. The wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating gets the upper hand and executes a big slam to the canvas. And Endo is going to be picked up and slammed by Pampiro Firpo. Endo's hurt here. Firpo into the turnbuckle again. And Endo whipped into the turnbuckle. He stumbles out. Firpo catches him. And Firpo nails him with a headbutt. Endo able to block that, trip Firpo, and apply a step over toe hold. Firpo kicks him off pretty easily, backs him into the turnbuckle again. And this is the wrestler with the better rating again. That's Pampiro. Firpo picks him up and slams him to the mat. And Kokichi Endo is planted. He's not going to leave the ring. Firpo going to tag the Sheik back in, and the Sheik locks in the camel clutch. This is a +2 finisher. He's not going to go for that the fireball, because that's an instant disqualification in Japan. It's not even a count or a roll. So +2. So that is going to be 6 or less. And on a roll of 5, the Sheik has ended the match with the camel clutch. And the Sheik and Pampiro Firpo become the new Pan-Pacific Tag Team Champions. And so that was the Sheik beating Kokichi Endo with the camel clutch. Let's see here. And that, so 5, so 2.5. So that is, I'm going to say it's a 1.5 star match because it was a title match. And here we go. This is I need to fix that. Now it's not even doing the thing. Pampiro. It helps if I spell Pampero right. Firpo and the Sheik win the Pan Pacific Tag Titles. So that's actually correct this time. So the titles do change hands just to Pampiro Firpo and the Sheik. And now we've got Ad Santel versus Harold Sakata. And Santel and Sakata. And in the red corner, we've got Ad Santel. He stands 185 pounds and is 5 feet 9 inches tall. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 230 pounds and standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, from Japan, he is Harold Sakata. And the two men lock up in the middle of the ring here. And that is going to be Sakata taking control of this match. And Sakata backing Santel into the ropes. The referee comes in to separate them. And Santel may choose to roll on level 3 offense with the addition of rolling disqualification 6 to anything. Or roll again for initiative with the winner rolling on level 2 offense. They are going to roll again for initiative. And it is Santel this time. And Santel with a shoulder and elbow lock. This is a choice E maneuver here. And Ad Santel. He is going to, he's going to try for the power. He needs 6 or less. And on a roll of 9, he doesn't get it. He would have got it on the agility, but he took the chance and just ended up coming up short. And Harold Sakata puts him down and attempts a jumping knee drop. This is a choice F maneuver. So this is going to be 7 or less. And on a roll of 5, he hits Santel with that jumping knee drop. Santel is hurt. Cicada now with a rolling hammer lock on Ad Santel. Santel hurt again. And now Cicada backing him into the turnbuckle. And Santel, your opponent pushes you back into the turnbuckle. And as the referee separates the two of you, your opponent turns his back to walk back to the middle of the ring. And Santel charges in, delivering a brutal running hammer to the back, putting Cicada down and putting Santel in control. Santel now not going to throw him out of the ring, going to roll up. Applying a heel hook on Harold Cicada. Cicada he has nowhere to go. He's caught in that heel hook. Target is 3, roll is a 9. Add Santel in control. Hammer and chin lock after the heel hook is broken. Oh, he's not that. And Harold Cicada is hurt. And now Santel with a half Nelson takedown as they get back to their feet. And Cicada taken to the mat. And the referee separates the two men. And Santel pushes him into the ropes. And Cicada forced into the ropes and rocked with several hard shots by Ad Santel. Santel in control. And here's a shoulder and elbow lock again. This time he's going to go for the level 2 shoulder and elbow lock. That's going to work on a 9 or less. And on a roll of 5, he gets it. And Cicada's hurt here. Not going to back him into the ropes again. So Santel backs him into the ropes. The referee comes in, and Cicada going to break clean here with Santel. They're going to roll for initiative again. And Santel, once again, wins the lockup, backs Cicada into the ropes. And this is the same roll. So once again, they break clean. And this time it's Harold Cicada winning the lockup. And Cicada goes for a leg trip and leg lock on Ad Santel. Santel able to free himself pretty quickly, but Cicada in control here as he chops him in the chest. Santel is dazed there by the chop, and Cicada takes the time to apply a standing wrist lock. And Santel counters there. Half Nelson takedown by Ad Santel. Cicada able to counter that and back Santel into the ropes. And Santel able to push Cicada off balance and take control, knocking him down in the process and then applying the heel hook. Cicada's hurt here as he's able to free himself. No! Santel relocks the heel hook and now has Cicada in a very compromised position. Cicada's down as Santel moves into the STF. Target here is going to be 6. Roll is a 9, so Harold Cicada able to break free from the STF. And no! Santel just pulls him back in and reapplies. Target is going to be 7. Roll is a 7, so Ad Santel has defeated Harold Cicada. And Santel with the STF. That is going to be a 1.5-star match. Not a amazingly high-scoring card as far as the match ratings go here, but still a good card nonetheless. It's been entertaining. And here we go. We got Ricky Dozan challenging Freddie Blassie for the NWC World's Heavyweight title. And the Pan-Pacific title is not at stake, so we're going to remove that one from the titles at stake. And here we go. In the red corner, weighing in at 243 pounds and standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, from Japan, the Pan-Pacific Heavyweight Champion, this is Ricky Dozan. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 230 pounds and standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, from St. Louis, Missouri, the NWC World's Heavyweight Champion, this is Freddie Blassie. And Freddie Blassie and Ricky Dozan locking up in the center of the ring. We've got Blassie and Dozan. And Ricky Dozan wins the lockup. And Dozan tries for a short headbutt, and that is going to work. And Blassie able to block the headbutt, though. And Blassie now top wrist lock and grabs a head of hair and pulls Ricky Dozan to the mat. Ricky Dozan able to counter that one, jumping back up, and grabs Blassie in a vicious side headlock. Blassie in trouble here. And Blassie's hurt as Ricky Dozan really wrenching it. Dozan keeps that headlock applied. Blassie's still hurting. And here Ricky Dozan sends Blassie into the ropes. And now Blassie and Dozan are battling for position against the ropes. The wrestler with the best overall stat, power, or agility. They are tied, actually, at -1. In the case of a tie, the opponent rolls on level 3 offense. So Ricky Dozan using his superior agility to get the better as they battle for position on the ropes, and Ricky Dozan in control, unleashing a big series of chops on Freddie Blassie. Blassie is put down, and Dozan goes for the cover. Ricky Dozan needs a 1 or less, and he can't get that on 2 dice, but we still roll it. And that's going to be 1 point of fatigue for Freddie Blassie. Ricky Dozan then with another big series of chops. And Blassie's down. Another series of chops. Dozan just unloading the chops on Freddie Blassie. Blassie's down and going to roll out of the ring. So that last series of chops put Blassie down near the ropes. Blassie rolls out to take a breather. Referee keeps Ricky Dozan in the ring as Freddie Blassie climbs back in and attacks Ricky Dozan between who is caught up with the referee. Blassie applies a trapezius nerve pinch on Ricky Dozan, and Ricky Dozan in trouble here. Dozan got nowhere to go, really squeezing that trapezius nerve. Target is 1, roll is a 7. So both men have been in trouble here. And Blassie lets go with a nerve pinch and quickly hits the swinging neckbreaker. This is a +3, so target is going to be 5. Roll is an 8. Ricky Dozan in trouble here. Blassie hits some falling knee drops. Ricky Dozan is hurt. Trapezius nerve pinch is applied once again. Target is going to be 3. Roll is a 5. Ricky Dozan in trouble here. Freddie Blassie throws Ricky Dozan out of the ring. And Ricky Dozan decides to take a breather and try to recollect himself. Freddie Blassie tries to follow him out. The referee stops him. Dozan gets back in and is in control now as he catches Blassie as he's tied up with the referee. Dozan goes for the big body slam. Freddie Blassie is hurt. Ricky Dozan with a hip lock. Blassie hurt again, or Blassie's down now. Blassie's going to roll out of the ring. So that hip lock put him down near the ropes. And same thing happens. The referee just interjecting himself into this match. And now Blassie backs Dozan into the turnbuckle. And the opponent backs you into the turnbuckle. And as the referee separates you and the opponent, you rush out of the turnbuckle. And Blassie catapults him with a big back body drop and is in control. Blassie applying the stomach claw on Ricky Dozan. Ricky Dozan's down. And Blassie once again hits the swinging neckbreaker as they get back to their feet. This is a +3 finisher, so target is 7. Roll is a 4. And Freddie Blassie has defended the NWC World's Heavyweight title. And that is going to be a 3-star match because of the belt and swinging neckbreaker. Has that one. So there we go. And there we go. That is going to do it for the Japanese Wrestling Union's Grand Finale card. Let's go ahead and check the... Let's go ahead and edit that match real quick to remove the title change. And here we go, Grand Finale. And this one. No, it's this one. The Rising Suns versus Billy Riley. So we just need to delete that. There was no title change there, so save. There we go. And yeah, there we go. Papiro Firpo and the Sheik win the Pan Pacific Tag Team titles. Again, I don't have belts for those, so they're not in the thing. And there is Freddie Blassie successfully defending the NWC World's Heavyweight Championship. Let's check the rankings here in Japan. So we're going to go filters. I only want this in Japan. And we're going to filter the rankings. And Freddie Blassie has brought the NWC World Heavyweights title over to Japan and is 1-0 in his time in Japan. The Sheik on a 7-match winning streak in Japan, which is a stark contrast from his American appearances, in which he is like 2-17 or something like that. He just cannot catch a break there. He keeps getting disqualified. But over in Japan, he does very well. Ricky Dozan, 21-7, but is on a 2-match losing streak. Ricky Dozan really needs to step it up. Thez was not at this card. Billy Riley, 7-7. Really, Al Lolatai makes his debut and is 1-0 in Japan. Same with Ad Santel, 2-0. Just able to, he's got the number for those Japanese folk. And Masahiko Kimura, poor Masahiko Kimura, 0-10, and on a 10-match losing streak, and just can't get the better of it. So, all right, well, that's going to do it for us. So thank you for watching, and I will be back soon, actually, with a new promotion in the NWC universe, Oceania Championship Wrestling, which is an Australia-based promotion. And it has a collection of new cards, so you'll see some new stuff. Some of it will be coming up as bonus. I cannot talk. Bonus bootlegs for the FG Assistant app in the coming months. So it will be a good way to preview some of that stuff. Anyway, I hope you'll join me then. Have a good afternoon.